the design work has had the highest priority to genuinely establish Volvo Cars as a strong premium brand.
The S90 has, of course, Thor's hammer, like we introduced it with XC90, but we introduce a new element in the front, and that's what I really like about the front. It's how we shape the grille, how these 23 metal ribs are carved in a concave manner. It's an element that we derive from P1800. That's where Volvo showed this many years ago the first time. And it's such an unusual way of treating a front volume, and it's giving this nice, proud attitude into the front.
I'm personally very happy about the proportions of the S90. Why do we talk so much about proportion? Proportions are something that when you see a car on the road, it's something that you perceive immediately. Even in the corner of your eye, if you see a car passing by, you do realize, if it's like in our case, the S90, lower, wider and longer than competition. On top of that, we have this great dash to axle measurement. What is dash to axle? It's the distance from the center of the front wheel to the dashboard, which symbolizes premiumness, which is basically historically derived a distance that was needed to accommodate for large engines. So it created a long bonnet. This is something that we think is the entry ticket into the premium segment.
Ride, you and I above the city lights.
The new SPA platform has given Thomas Ingenlath and his team the opportunity to develop a large sedan that exudes exclusivity, luxury and comfort.
So the package that you get, I think, is very unique. It's on the one hand this very innovative limousine. I think you hardly get a better packaged car than that. And of course our offer in terms of this classy, stylish Scandinavian design. I mean, just the outside is such a sleek, elegant saloon, and then you get into the inside and you have this fresh and modern, nice interior. I think that is really the most modern designed car with the greatest package you can get today.
It is plain to see that Volvo has raised the car's interior to a completely new level. This is Swedish luxury at its very best.
I think the special thing about the S90 interior is the approach we've taken. Normally you have a design and then you have to fit in there lots of switches and maybe put some bezels around air vents and maybe a bit of decorative wood. With this we actually started with the centre, the very latest technology, vertical iPad-sized screen, and built the architecture around it in a very Scandinavian way. That's beautiful surfacing, making the best of the materials. And then the most important thing is we've put a chrome spline across the car all the way to the end that actually holds visually onto the end of the vents. And these air vents, we've designed an air blade, which is influenced from the concept cars that we introduced before the XC90. So we've brought some nice design elements, we've got some really beautiful materials and the solid decorative wood that is inserted into the design that has that real depth and solidity to it.
I mean, there's hardly any plastic facing you. It's all these nice materials, the wood, the metal, the glass. This is such a new statement in terms of interior design. I think it will definitely set a new standard.
Today we have revealed the Concept Coupe as an example of the new design strategy for Volvo Cars. We're going to reveal 2 more concept cars in the near future, and in fact they are a preparation to the XC90, which will then more or less be the execution of what you will see in this concept car. So this is not dreaming about a design future, this is executing the design language into a real car. Thomas Ingenlath is an inspirational leader. He's a designer in heart and soul.
We live here in Sweden, we live in a Scandinavian environment. It influences all of our designers living here. It's a car that tells the story about where Volvo is going, where we go with design, where we go with coming technology. It has a lot of features that we will cover in our production cars coming. So yeah, you see a lot of future in this car of Volvo.
Today's event really marks the start of a new future for Volvo. We have embarked on a transformation strategy which encompasses a lot of new elements. This car is, I would almost say, the symbolic start of a very exciting new future for Volvo.
The goal is always to find some new territory. So the role of the Avista is really to share what we've been working on and to really stretch the brand, where we can take Buick.
And a lot of the young designers and a lot of the talent in the studio is feeding off of this car, this concept.
We're really getting to reimagine what a Buick can be.
We're at the precipice and really pushing the progression of the brand. To be able to work on something with that much potential is really exciting.
There's a freedom to designing a Buick that you won't find in a lot of brands in the market today.
We've been given the opportunity to be really creative.
You'll see an interior that really pushes Buick into a dynamic territory. No line is there just for styling purposes.
We also used on the interior a texture that's 3D printed.
Texture that we developed that mimics sand on a beach.
You look at this car and it's all about a visual elegance and a visual beauty.
Not only is it sculpturally beautiful, it also embeds within that sculptural beauty sophisticated technical details.
It's got this nice blend of being sporty, but in a very kind of premium and elegant fashion.
It gave us an opportunity to push a few corners and get some more drama out of the surface.
We are moving in a direction that feels more efficient, feels more dynamic. Balancing this idea of nature with the technology and the innovation and the ease of use, that is the formula for Buick in the future.
Buick can really stretch in kind of this direction. We think it can do that quite handsomely.
We see here a very new Audi lighting concept. We name it the Swarm. In this concept, we realized the complete back of the car as a very big OLED display. With this display, we have very new possibilities in design and in addition for traffic safety. With this dynamic light function, we can give additional information to the following graphic. For example, the moving turn signal, or we can show here with this moving of the light the direction of the road. With this dynamic light function, we can give additional information to the following graphic. For example, the dynamic turn signal function, or we can show with the moving of the light the direction of the road.
Despite what you may have heard, more is not always better. Proving this point, the folks at Mercedes-Benz just revealed their brand new 2017 C-Class Coupe. It's down 2 doors compared to its sedan counterpart, but correspondingly, it is a lot more stylish. Countless design changes have been made compared to its predecessor, and the latest sporty C-Class is bigger than before. Its wheelbase has been extended by more than 3 inches. Its overall length is up by nearly 4 inches, and it's more than 1.5 inches wider. These changes provide an extra helping of interior space for all passengers. Keeping weight in check despite the growth spurt, its hood, fenders, and trunk lid are rendered in aluminum. Underneath all that swanky styling, the car's suspension has been lowered by 15 millimeters compared to the C-Class sedan, and the car's standard steel springs are stiffer as well. But Mercedes' 4-corner Airmatic suspension system is also available. With 5 different settings, the driver can tailor the vehicle's chassis to his or her preference. 18-inch wheels are standard, but models equipped with the Sport Appearance package gain unique AMG-branded rims of the same diameter. This options package also includes special bumpers and sill covers, a flat-bottom steering wheel, as well as pedal covers. LED headlights, keyless start, and a panoramic sunroof are all standard, as are several new driver assistance systems. Items like Distronic Plus adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, and a 360-degree camera are all on the options menu. C300 models will be powered by an efficient 2-liter 4-cylinder gasoline engine. Thanks to a turbocharger, it delivers 241 horses and 273 pound-feet of torque. You also get a 7-speed automatic transmission. Now, for customers living in areas that receive inclement weather, the company's 4MATIC all-wheel drive system will also be offered, and the 2017 Mercedes-Benz C-Class Coupe is slated to go on sale at U.S. dealerships next spring.
Thank you.